Yeah, greetings from Fairfield. You don't say. You don't say. You don't say.
Who was it?
He didn't say. Hello, everybody. I thought I heard you come in. Welcome back. Today is the day that we start turning back time in the bathroom. And we're going to attempt to remove our modern tub and put in Mr. Beck's clawfoot tub that came from his cottage at Lake Okoboji from 1913, the same year he sold this house. And the one thing we don't know, we have another crate that we found up in the attic of the floor tile. In that crate, we found tile for not only the bathroom floor, but all of the fireplace tiles as well. About a dozen or so. I'd say maybe 20 pieces of each piece. A couple of colors we don't even recognize. So, we likely had tiles someplace else of different colors. But hopefully that tile is intact underneath this tub because nobody knows what lies beneath. And so that's going to be a big mystery. In last week's video, we got asked why we weren't going to tile back here. And well, I didn't quite explain that correctly because, well, we are going to tile. But I actually have to repair the wall first because here's our lath. This is our sheetrock. We had another piece of sheetrock here that I removed because we had that big old piece of surround here for the shower. We got to repair that wall before we put our tile up there because this tile would then extend all the way back around. And we found a crate of this exact subway tile out in the carriage house. And so we can only assume that when they took all this out, whenever they did that, that they saved that tile, put it out in the carriage house. So hopefully we got enough of that to complete this wall. But that's our plan. We also found out in the carriage house the wood for the header and the windowsill and these casings here on the side. Now the wood wasn't in the greatest shape because, well, been out in the carriage house for at least 20 years. But we do know the size and the cut and everything, so we'll likely get new wood and recut those and use those old ones as patterns so we can put the window all back together. I got some paint to strip off of these windows and probably reglaze those as well. You can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs, so let's get cracking.
The bathtub, sitting all alone, tearing out a tonsil just like a baritone. Never take a shower, it's an awful pain. Singing in a shower's like singing in the rain. Oh, there's dirt to be abolished, but don't forget one thing. While the body's washed and polished, sing, brother, sing. You can yodel opera, even while you scrub. Everybody's happy when singing in the tub.
doing?
Well, there's something I haven't heard for a while. Does it look like I'm done?
Touring the Sistine Chapel?
Well, something like that. Look how moldy this is behind the surround.
Oh God, you.
Not pretty gross. Well, I mean, this was put up like 25 years ago, roughly. You can see the construction of this wall. It's pretty crude. I don't know. That's wild. That is wild.
Did you find the shut-off valve?
I did not. So we got to figure out how to shut the water lines off here, because that just drops right down in the floor. There's no valves on the back side of that. So that's another problem. But anyway, progress.
You didn't answer how many problems yet.
I don't know how many problems there are. Some of this tile broke though.
Aw.
We don't need this tile, but
Was it secured in there?
it was glued on this. It was glued up there.
Oh yeah.
It just came right off. It was like light silicone or something on there, maybe. I don't know if it came that way or if that was just added after the fact.
Who knows?
I don't know, but here, these are plastic.
Really?
Yeah.
Ew.
Look at all that grossness in
gross.
there.
Ew.
This is new sheetrock. The stuff on the other side is older.
Okay.
So these are not the same. This is new. Likely put up whenever they did that.
Okay.
Which means that's more recent. You know, this problem.
Yeah.
All that mold.
Okay.
So if you're wondering why you're getting sick, that might be the reason.
It's been happening more and more. Could explain it.
Yeah, holding an old house will kill you.
Yeah.
It's not the asbestos or the lead.
It'll be the mold.
It'll be the mold.
Or the cat hair that we keep finding clumps of.
Now that's a you problem.
Alright, well, I'm going to let you get back to work. I'm going to go look for stuff to help you. Sound good?
That sounds great.
Alright. Be back.
All right, just a quick update here. So this wall has gone through a few different generations of construction, and these are 3.5 inch. And according to Google AI, they changed that in 1964 to 3.5 inches. So this is likely put up when those owners bought the house in 1964. But we do have some older wood here that was mixed into it, and some newer stuff that was even smaller than that it took off, where they extended the wall out, probably in the 2000s for that, and then actually made it higher as well. Those were all bolted on the outside with extra wood casing around it. But the rest of this is old. This is really old. I bet you that's floor from the hole that we see underneath that drain. But this tub will not come out. It sits into the wall about 1 inch behind this tile. This was all siliconed in here. That's all been cleared out. They slid this tub in, put it into place and slid it into the wall. And then they built this wall. And the tub is anchored to this board, which means when it comes to this, they bolted the tub. There's a bracket here, and it's bolted on the other side of this board, which means they bolted it in and secured this tub in before they put the tile up on where all they had was the framing. This tub can't come out with this wall here. And so I'm going to attempt to cut this, and it looks like, I don't know, this is all chewed up here. So they either tried to remove this at one time and gave up, or they did that when they put it in. I'm not sure which. That's going to be fun. But in the meantime, we need to see if we can free this up.
Well,
And so I've got it free, but you can see it moving. It's moving the tub, but that goes all the way to the floor. Ta-da!
That's a thick board.
It's an older one. It's older than this stuff. But anyway, now we can get in there. And that bolt, it's right there. You see it there?
Yeah.
So that tub is anchored to that. Now how you get in there?
Well, you don't have a wall in the way.
You don't have a wall in the way. So that was put up after the fact. Pretty crazy. Oh, another crazy thing. There's no shutoff valves for the plumbing.
No shut-off valves?
No shutoff valves for the plumbing, which means it's stuck here. We're gonna cut this out. Cut the shower part off. Shut the water off, the main. And then
Where's the main?
it's down to the basement.
So we don't have to go out to the curb?
Mm-hmm.
We don't
No.
go? Okay.
We're not expecting somebody like me to come along and say, you know what I want? I want a clawfoot tub. Look at that, split right open. Boom.
Like a melon?
Like a melon. Here we go. Boom. What is that stuck on?
Is it still nailed?
I don't know. Take it out in pieces. Teach you.
Did you think when we bought the house you'd be removing this?
Well, when we bought it, I always thought that this looked weird.
True.
Now I know why. It wasn't supposed to be here.
How many nails are in that thing?
And again, look how far down those go. You know, all the way down there. All of this framing was put up before they did that. They put this tub in here. They bolted it into the frame. And then they, as a finishing touch, put that tile on there so you could never really take it out. This was not meant to come out. Ta-da!
Now there are 15 nails.
Yeah. Yeah, that bolt went right through there. To bolt to the wall. Now, as far as I know, I have another one over here. And I don't think they would have had one there, because there'd be no way to get to that. So they slid this into place, caulked that in, and then they built this wall around it, and just had one. I think there's only one anchor bolt here. Everything was so rusted. That's why I wasn't turning on the inside of that. All right, I think that's it. All right. Does it move yet? It kind of does. Yeah. There we go. We're sliding. Still need to disconnect the drain though. Bought a drain removal tool, and it don't fit that drain.
I thought it was universal. That's what they said.
I don't know. It don't fit.
Are they liars?
Kept it in. You can actually see, if you come over here on the other side, you can see the tile and the plaster and the lath. Pretty good layer here. I was mentioning that earlier. So you got the lath, This piece was just a spacer put in. And then you've got the plaster here. And then you've got the tile here. So that's why we got to plaster first and then match our tile up to here. And they just cut all this wall around it. So, all right, so kind of getting dark in here. So it's probably all we're going to get done today. We'll clean up this mess and kind of start fresh. But this tile came off fairly easy. I took a little piece off. It came off pretty easy. So our next goal is going to be to remove this tile, because we're going to need some of this tile to put over there, because I doubt what's in the carriage house is enough to fill all of that in. So they likely saved some of that and they repurposed it for this wall. The more I take off, the more that comes loose. So progress, but I don't think we're going to be out of time to finish it for this week. I don't think we're going to have enough time to finish it for this week, but with any luck, by next week's video, we'll have this down so we can slide that tub out, and maybe we'll order a different drain removal plug for that drain, because I think once we remove that, I think the tub should start sliding. If we can get this wall out of the way, we only have to pull that tub forward maybe about an inch to clear that tile over there, because we really don't want to bust up that wall any more than we have to. That took a little longer than expected, so it's a good thing we got that temporary tub hooked up downstairs, and well, with any luck, we'll have this all finished up for next week's video.